Okay, so if you watch Baddies and the Zeus Network, then you know who Showgirlneek is and you know who Bahati is. And I just can't help but notice how it just seemed like, I don't know, Neek has taken a quick liking to Bahati. And I mean, in a way, they're similar, or at least they have a few things that make them almost similar. But I just want to see, like, what kind of friendship do they have? So let's see, what kind of friendship does Showgirlneek and Bahati have? What kind of friendship does Showgirlneek and Bahati have? All right, so we have the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. They definitely have it's literally what I expected, because I'm like, hold up, like, I know Neek, like, she's a party girl, but clearly I'm a reader, so I can see what other people might overlook. And I just felt like with Neek clearly being how she is and doing things that she do, and just when I see them, I just get the feeling like, oh, they're those type of friends, if you know what I mean. So with the High Priestess, we, secrets and stuff like that. I also feel like other people can actually see this too. I just feel like, they're not disclosing it, but they're like a hands-on friendship, if you know what I mean. Okay, with the High Priestess, Two of Cups, Page of Wands, it's a possibility that stuff is going on behind the scenes. High Priestess, Two of Cups, Page of Wands, Hermit. So of course they're not going to share that information, but I just feel like it's a little more obvious than they realize. They just might be in denial of it, but you could just tell. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Like I don't know. They're oblivious that it's not really a secret for real. And I mean, it's not really a big deal either, because I mean, it's almost second nature for a lot of people these days anyway. But we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Five of Wands. They have a lot of fun together, party together, King of Swords, and the Emperor card. They have a lot of fun together. They could be silly together. They're very similar people. They 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 definitely have like a mutual sneakiness to them too, but for the most part, we have the Nine of Wands. They do a lot together though. They're like a lot of wands is coming out, so very, very much like they do a lot together. Travel together a lot. Also, they could share. Yeah, they if they travel a lot, then of course they may share like some security and stuff like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if wild stuff going on with that too. But yeah, they have like they just have a friendship where they're those type of friends, very close. It's definitely a touchy feely thing, and they're oblivious about it. But I don't think they would care if it was exposed for real. Like it's not gonna really change nothing. They don't have, like, we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. And with the Page of Swords, it's almost like they enable each other's immature behaviors too. So anything immature, it's like they enable it in each other too. So it's not really a healthy friendship. Because I mean, if you look at the cards or you heard the cards, it's like High Priestess, Two of Cups, Page of Wands, Hermit, doing stuff in secret, or being discreet about what they're doing and stuff like that, but it's not really as discreet as they think, maybe for some people. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, King of Swords, Emperor, and Nine of Wands. So they have a friendship where it feels natural. It feels like a regular everyday friend. But like I said, I also feel like they might have a Neptune Mercury thing going on, with High Priestess and Hermit, Neptune Mercury or something like that. But there's definitely something here about them, being that type of friendship. Okay, so that's what type of friendship they have. Is definitely like, it's like fun attraction, but it's not like that though. It's like fun random stuff. It's not like, so I don't want to keep it in a speculatory type of energy. So let me just ask, did they do? Did, let's see, okay, no. I don't want to really invade their privacy like that and ask that. But it's a touchy feely, even if they didn't go far. Let's just say that, okay? But I don't think that they just be doing that, like, willy nilly and stuff like that. Nah, they got a friendship that feels realistic, like everyday friendship. And they like to hang out together. They have fun together and stuff like that. So, what is the future of Showgirlneek and Bahati's connection? What is the future of Showgirlneek and Bahati's connection? And let's not forget, it's still fresh too. So, but we have the Lover's card, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords, King of Cups, Magician, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so the future of their connection, you have the Lover's card showing up. So there's definitely a lot going on. I feel like there's something here with Mercury. Mercury could be a strong thing with them too. The planet Mercury, we have the Chariot card. There's a lot that they like do together, or I feel like the future of their connection is active for the most part, but as far as this Queen of Pentacles, I don't know who this could be. I know Showgirlneek is she's a Sag. I forgot what Bahati is, but I could still tell Bahati got some air. I feel like she's an air rising. She might even be a Sag rising. I don't know. She could be a mutable rising, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's a Gemini rising, Bahati. I know Nika's a Libra rising. Because I just get this airiness when I see Bahati. And also she just got this, like, she got this droopy, flimsy, but it's cute though, but it's like a prissy, flimsy type of thing with her. And I know Mercury risings could be like very movie when they walk. So, or just how they do things is very floppy, like Summer. That's why I feel like Summer is a Sag rising, because she she got that walk where she sway, but also she's loud and she's bold and she just turned up. That's why I feel like she's a Sag rising. All right, so, but yeah, they have with the Page of Cups. I don't like the Page of Cups because I feel like in any connection there should be better emotional maturity. So there could still be some immaturity. That's why I said earlier they might enable each other's like immaturity in a way. But also I feel like this could be the development of, feelings, or, if they are in fact like, doing stuff for fun, even if randomly or just a little bit, or just it's just a flirty thing. It's like it's possible things could develop. But also with the King of Cups, Magician, it's possible they could like make a lot of money together. Like if they get booked together, I feel like a lot of men or men in general might like booking them together or something like that. But let me see. Let me clarify this. But I feel like, and also, let's not forget, y'all, like, I don't know if other people be, doing tarot, but the way these cards came out matter. So we got the King of Cups, Magician, Eight of Pentacles. So this is like work. So they're going to be working together, of course, probably getting booked together a lot. And of course, doing appearances with the baddies and maybe even on their own too. So this King of Cups is not really a person. I'm not really going to say that this is a person, but more so like an energy. Okay. If it was Magician, King of Cups, I would think it's a person, but it's more like an energy. So it's like they're gonna definitely like make money together. But I feel like with the Lovers, Queen of Pentacles starting off the reading, there could be a development of their friendship being what I said earlier. It could be that in a much stronger way. And of course, they're not gonna say it directly or whatever the case may be, but you could just tell sometimes. What is the Lovers? The Lovers. So the Lovers is clarified by the Page of Swords. So it's kind of like how they're seeing each other, Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Wands. We got the Four of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Two of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. Page of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, it's like, I feel like they just have a connection where they probably don't really, when I say something about emotional maturity, they probably don't really need that, especially if it is a lot of air with them, or their synastry, might have a lot of wands or something like that, maybe even some pentacles, which is earth, and wands is fire. But regardless, it's like they're seeing each other this way with the Page of Swords Lovers. I feel like also, they're going to be, like I said, they do a lot together, so they could be going back and forth to each other's house and stuff like that, having fun, going out together and stuff like that. But we have the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands, going places together. One person pay one day, another person pay another day, or they both put money in. But we have the Six of Swords with the Ten of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups with the King of Cups. We have the Temperance card with the Magician, and we have the Nine of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, getting booked, going to events basically, and getting booked together. So that's going to be a lot of their future besides each other. I do feel like they enjoy each other. So even if they do have a little girl type of friendship, I guess that's cool. It seems like they get along and stuff like that. It feels natural and peaceful. Like I said, it feels like natural, like an everyday friendship for them. So when your spirits like each other, your spirits like each other, But that is the reading that was interesting to do. Check out my other readings. I did a reading on TT and Hurricane M as well. Have a good one, guys.